how do you know if someone or some organization or some ministry is of good soil? Only God can read people's hearts, right? I believe that. But I've also made some observations over the decades in a lot of different kinds of ministry that there are some common threads. There are some common characteristics of people and of ministries that are of good soil. And I just want to mention a few of those and then give you a number of examples and tell you why I'm particularly passionate about refugee ministry. And the first is that the first characteristic of good soil are people who are hurting. I don't mean they're hurting others. I mean inside they're hurting. It might be a financial struggle. It might be an emotional difficulty. It might be a relational or another kind of pain or hurt or grief that they're going through in their life. But they're hurting. They're hurting in some way. But secondly, another characteristic is they're honest about this struggle that they're going through. They're not just isolating, they're not just covering it up, they're not just putting on a happy face and pretending everything's okay. They're honest about it. I'm hurting, I'm struggling, this is hard for me. But thirdly, they're humble. And by humble I mean they're saying, I need help. I can't do this on my own. I can't pull myself up by the bootstraps. I wish that I could. I need you to pray for me. I need some words of encouragement. I need to know that somebody cares. I need a helping hand. I need a hand up, not just a hand out. I need training. I need assistance. They're humble enough to say, I can't do this on my own. But fourthly, they're hungry. And by hungry, I mean not necessarily physically hungry, although that might be true. What I mean is they're hungry to know, what does God have to say about this thing that I'm going through? What's God's perspective? Where's God in this? I really want to know. I really want to understand. And what I found is that if these, and there might be other characteristics, I'm not suggesting these are the only ones, but these are 4 common characteristics that I've seen, whether you're talking about people here in America that live on the street you live on, or people that you work with, or people you're related to, or the houseless community, or people who are struggling with addiction, or you're talking about people overseas like refugees. There are people of good soil, and you can often tell by looking for those 4 common characteristics. And one of the reasons that I'm so excited about refugee ministry is not just because I was doing it overseas for 26 years. It's because we saw amazing things happening that God was doing and is continuing to do to bring the nations to Himself. You understand, even the word missions is something I'm not crazy about. Because usually when we talk about missions, it's like another line item in a church budget along with everything else. When the heart of God, as expressed through His Word, is God is on a mission, singular. And that mission is to bring the nations to Himself. We see it from Genesis to Revelation. God is on a mission to bring the nations to Himself, and He's invited us to join Him in that.